A very good day to all of you. Let's continue with our textbook, Crossing the Borders, Malayalam Literature and English Translation. In this video, I will explain the notes of the chapter, My Sister's Bible, written by S. Joseph. If you like the video, please give a like and also share the video with your classmates so that they can benefit from this. And also just leave a comment. I will feel encouraged to upload more videos. Now let's move on to the chapter. So when I open the textbook at page number 181, you can see the short answer questions. There are only 5 short answer questions are there. So the first one is, what are the things found in the Sister's Bible? Answer. The things found in the Sister's Bible include a ration book, a loan application form, a card from the money lender, a notice and a photograph of her brother's child. It also contains a 100-rupee note and an SSLC book. Moving on to the second question. Why is the SSLC book kept in the Bible? Answer. The SSLC book is kept in the Bible because it is a valuable document to be kept safe. The Bible is the only safe place she has to keep it, and which shows her poor living condition. Now moving on to the third question. Why are there no maps in the Bible? Answer. There are no maps in the Bible of the sister. Maps show the destination that one has to get to, but it is of no use to the sister who struggles hard even to earn her daily bread. Now moving on to the fourth question. What does the absence of a preface, Old and New Testament in the Bible imply? Answer. What matters in the sister's life is not the preface or the Old and the New Testament of the Bible. What helps her fill her belly and mind is the real God to her. Now moving on to the fifth question. Why the sister would have kept the loan application form, money lender's card, a 100-rupee note, and the notices of fees in the Bible? Answer. The sister keeps all many things in her Bible because these are things that matter in her life more than the contents of the Bible. She has no safe place to keep all these things, which also shows her poor living condition. So we have finished discussing the short answer questions. Now we will move on to the essay questions. നമുക്കറിയാമല്ലേ ഈ ഒരു മൈ സിസ്റ്റേഴ്സ് ബൈബിൾ എന്ന് പറയുന്നത് ക്ലാസ് റൂം സ്റ്റഡിക്ക് പ്രിസ്ക്രൈബ് ചെയ്തിട്ടുള്ള ഒരു ചാപ്റ്റർ ആണ്. സോ അതുകൊണ്ട് തന്നെ നമ്മൾ പാരഗ്രാഫ് ക്വസ്റ്റ്യനും essay ക്വസ്റ്റ്യനും ചോദിക്കുന്നതാണ്. So we have to be prepared for that. So there are 2 essay questions and 3 paragraph questions. I have included all these 3 paragraph questions within the essay itself. So let's see how it is constructed. Let's read the essay questions first. The first question is, How are the issues of alienation and identity crisis associated with religious conversion discussed in the poem? The second question is, do you think the sister in the poem contests normative constructs of femininity and religion? How? Now you see how I have included the paragraphs within the essay, not the idea. The second paragraph of the essay is the answer of paragraph question number 1 from the textbook. The third paragraph of the essay is the answer of paragraph question number 2 from the textbook. 2 and 3 from the textbook. The fourth paragraph of the essay is the answer of paragraph question number 4 from the textbook. So there are 4 paragraph questions. Now you see how I have really introduced the essay. You have to begin the essay in a different way. Make your essay very special. So I have begun my essay with a quotation from William Shakespeare. See it. What's in a name? That which we call a rose by any other name would smell as sweet. William Shakespeare once famously said, "The sister's life in S. Joseph, who was born in 1965, poem My Sister's Bible proves this. Her identity as a poor woman in a casteist society remains the same even after converting to Christianity. Her way of treating the Bible shows her silent way of protest. Her conversion to Christianity doesn't help her uplift from the pathetic condition of her poor life. For Dalits, converting to Christianity is just like out of the pan into the fire." Now we will move on to the second paragraph of the essay. So as I said, the second paragraph of this essay is the answer of paragraph question number 1. That is, what is the importance of religion in the sister's life? So the answer is, just as a candle cannot burn without fire, men cannot live without a spiritual life. But what if spirituality is thrusted upon someone? Then the Bible will be filled with articles like ration book, a 100-rupee note, SSLC book, etc. In S. Joseph poem, My Sister's Bible, we see a woman who was forced to accept Christianity to come out from the problems of caste. For them, changing the religion was one of the strategies to secure social justice and equality. But the converted Christians are not treated on par with other Christians. They are considered as rice Christians. The Dalit Christians are allotted a separate church. The poem brings out the disparity and injustice the low castes in society have to suffer. In the sister's life, there is not that much use with religion. Her Bible is the proof of this. She uses her Bible to keep important documents and her dreams. The content of the Bible is not what matters to her. She is bothered of life's complicated issues, like paying the money back to the money lender by applying for a loan from the bank. In a way, both religions, that means the one she abandoned and the one she embraced, help her a little bit. She at least gets to know in which church or temple there is a free feast. A touch with both the religions gives her access to both the church and the temple. But more than viewing these places as places where one can satisfy one's spiritual needs, she views them as places where she has a chance to get food. She is bothered of only the immediate. The detachment and the prosy tone of the speaker of the poem also show that her brother or sister is also not so religious. This is why he says, "These are what my sister's Bible has: a ration book come loose, a loan application form." Yet the speaker starts the poem as if he or she lists out some items. The speaker seems disinterested in describing or listing the things out. The tone of the poem is detachment and helplessness and is totally passive. It is very evident that religion has not much to do in these siblings' life. They are concerned with the immediate problems in life, that is, hunger. Now we will move on to the next paragraph of the essay. I mean the third paragraph of the essay. The third paragraph of the essay is the answer of paragraph question number 2 and 3 from the textbook. So paragraph question number 2 is, does her identity as a woman impact her religious life in any way? And paragraph question number 3 is she a believer? Why? Answer. Our daily life is our temple and is our religion. It is said that within the covers of the Bible are the answers for all the problems in life. In an ironic way, this is true when we consider the case of the woman in S. Joseph poem, My Sister's Bible. We meet a woman who suffers discriminations and poverty even after converting to Christianity. After the conversion, she is burdened with more things in her life. Number 1, she has to face the non-belongingness of being a Dalit Christian. Number 2, she has to bear the secondary treatment that any woman has to undergo through her life for being born a woman. So a converted Christian woman's life is worse than a converted man's life. He has to bear discriminations and insults only on one level. In addition, a woman has also to suffer the bad treatment a patriarchal society imposes upon her. So a converted woman is made to stand between both the devil and the deep blue sea. The woman in the poem has to live such a double life. She is not a true believer in the real sense of the word. What matters in the sister's life is not the Old and the New Testament of the Bible. What helps her fill her belly and mind is the real God to her. The sister's Bible proves that the Bible is not always the Magna Carta of the poor and the oppressed. Here, the Bible is used only as a representational text. It could be the Quran or the Ramayana as well. No matter what religion you believe in and what religious text you held close to your chest, if it can't help you solve the immediate problems in life, it's of no use. Preaching won't fill an empty belly. Here in the poem, we understand that the sister is one who has learned a lot over the course of her life. Now she has replaced the preface, the Old and the New Testaments with the dreams and aspirations of life. This is why the poet sings, a photograph of my brother's child, a paper that says how to knit a baby cap. She knows that these are the driving forces of one's life. With these forces cuddling in her mind, she could solve all the complications. For example, the money-lender's threat of her life. By keeping everything inside a book which she has to take out often for the kind of choice she has made in religion, she reminds herself the need to pull her days ahead. Death is not a solution to all the problems in life, and she knows it. She is positive in her outlook this way and is certainly optimistic to an extent. Next, we will move on to the fourth paragraph of the essay. So, as I said, the fourth paragraph of the essay is the answer of paragraph question number 4 from the textbook. So, that question is, explain the concept of everyday resistance with reference to the poem. So, നമ്മൾ പറഞ്ഞതാണ് everyday protest അല്ലെങ്കിൽ everyday resistance എന്നുള്ള ഐഡിയ അല്ലെ ആരായിരുന്നു കൊണ്ടുവന്നത്? ജെയിംസ് സ്കോട്ട് എന്ന് പറയുന്ന വ്യക്തി. So let's move on to the answer. Life always involves some peaceful protests. To sing by silence when we should protest makes cowards out of men. But in life, there may be times when we are powerless to prevent injustices. But we do protest in our own small way. The sister in S. Joseph's poem, My Sister's Bible, illustrates this. History shows us that all protest movements rely on symbols, strikes, flags, songs, etc. The same way, the sister's Bible in the poem is a symbol of her silent and helpless protest. In life, she suffers from the lack of even the very basic necessities. Her Bible is not filled with the great slogans of religion. The things found in the sister's Bible include a ration book, a loan application form, a card from the money lender, a notice, and a photograph of her brother's child. It also contains a 100-rupee note and an SSLC book. The poem tells what her Bible really lacks. Preface, the Old Testament and the New, maps, the red cover. The poem projects the concepts of everyday resistance. It is a concept introduced by James Scott in 1985 in order to cover a different kind of resistance. And in this way of protest, one's dissatisfaction is shown in a relatively small and harmless way. Here, the resistance is not as dramatic and visible as rebellions, riots, revolution, etc. Everyday resistance is quiet, dispersed, disguised, or otherwise seemingly invisible. It is something James Scott interchangeably calls infra-politics. The sister's way of treating the Bible as if it is a place for storing objects shows this resistance. Religions and charitable organizations preach a lot about doing good. But they too show discriminations between the lower caste and the upper caste. These poor sections in society are destined to remain in the unfortunate state. After the conversion, they get nothing. Here we understand that one of the biggest tragedies in life is to lose one's own sense of self. In life, one's dreams are what define one's identity. The sister in the poem has lost everything, including her identity, and yet she tries to cherish her life in a positive way. Her protest is not to bring destruction to any person or institution. It is really meek, and the periphery of it is defined only around her Bible. In one way, she seems to silently punishing herself for the wrong choice she made. That is, her adopted religion, which helps her little in improving the stations of life. Now we will move on to the concluding paragraph of the essay. As Joseph's poem, My Sister's Bible, is really touching. We can clearly see that Malayalam literature is dynamic with Dalit Sahitya in a variety of voices. Moreover, as Joseph's poem, My Sister's Bible remains deeply worldly. Joseph's poetic universe is very much a fallen world of simmering injustices and violence. His themes are drawn from ordinary and mundane contexts. It can be rightly said that Joseph's poetry is truly Avarnam. Now we have finished discussing all the question and answers from the chapter My Sister's Bible. If you like the video, please give a like and also put your comment in the comment box and share the video with your classmates and friends. In the next video, we will continue discussing our question and answers, and also we will discuss the remaining chapters that I have not discussed so far. So thank you so much.